It's another anodized Fennec. And it's still not gonna work out as Kaivo gets the first goal here in the first 12 seconds here in game 3.
Yeah, you'd think Team Pickle would have been a little more energetic to start here game number 3, especially with the amount of momentum that they've been building up over the course of the last 2 games. Now it's going to be Zekrom having to struggle against this 1-goal comeback yet again. They've been in this situation for the last 2 games, but now that it really counts here, they're going to have to figure out any sort of solution. Stormzy gonna send this one high and wide. You're looking for the follow-up as well as Team Pickle allows them a lot of space. They choose to play extremely passive with only a 1-goal lead. Not sure if that's the correct decision here just yet, but Team Pickle definitely making it work. And maybe that's the strategy they're going for here. They know Dice and Kaivo are capable of putting up some killer counterattacks. They're willing to let Zekrom blow out some offensive attempts and then take the counterattack to keep adding goals. And that could be a viable strategy here if Zekrom doesn't realize what's happening.
Spoon on transition dies, getting the pop-up, his car flips around, can't get the follow-up, but the miss from Kaivo will allow Dice to get the follow-up. Stormzy now on his back foot, can't get this around the camera, no he can't, that would have been the last one back as well. Unfortunately for him, couldn't get it around him. Dice sending this one across mid, but cleared away from Spoon. Kaivo now, going in the air, has an open net, looks for the reset as well, but it's off the post, a follow-up is coming now, there it is. Kaivo gets credited for a goal, even though Cameron had that one in.
I mean, it was all Kaivo there, the flip reset, and a little bit of awkwardness on the goal line as Team Pickle struggles to find the follow-up after it lingered on the goal line for a second. Thankfully, they finally do, and Zekrom still have yet to find a solution as Pickle absolutely murdering their opponents. I don't know, man, I might have to call the cops if this continues. Another one sails into the back of the net as Dai is looking for the hat-trick of hat-tricks, as Ducky said. He got 2 hat-tricks over the course of game 1 and 2. If he finds a third here, then I don't know, what do you even call that? Instead, hat-trick squared?
Hatchets? What? Nah.
Hat-trick squared? It's like, you know, it's 3 hat-tricks, but 3... Yeah, 3 hat-tricks. It's a hat-trick squared.
He got a hat-trick last game? Game 2, I was not paying attention.
Yeah, he got a hat-trick last game, game number 1, I believe. Oh, hat-trick cubed, you're right, hat-trick cubed.
Hat-trick or no hat-trick, it's a 4-0 lead here in game 3 for Team Pickle. They look like, they might be running away with this one, man.
Yeah, there's not much we can say or do as casters to bring this game back, and you can feel Zekrom already feeling a little bit defeated as a 4-goal deficit, not even 2 minutes into game number 3. Well, the 2-minute mark has just passed, and Zekrom not entirely sure what they're gonna do to make this comeback, and this 50 simply could not have gone worse for Team Zekrom as Kaivo double flip reset goes into the 50, and I mean, yeah, GG's. Nothing else to be said here, Mini. I gotta apologize for Team Zekrom, the heartbreak they must be feeling after having kept game number 1 and 2. I mean, it was a bit of a stretch, but they were at least a little closer here compared to game number 3.
Yeah, I don't know, you just broke down, you just weren't able to just get back on their groove in Team Pickle. I mean, they're just a very strong team, and when you go against strong teams, a singular mistake might cost you a goal. That just happens when you go against like stronger teams, you know?
What do you call this red and blue Fennec, by the way? I just noticed that that's what they were going with.
Oh, no clue, man.
It's like, it's not really a Mina
It's
Fennec?
a North America Fennec, bro.
No, what? I've seen like one person use that. Like, it's not a North American Fennec. Does North America even deserve to have a car named after them right now? Like, you gotta wonder.
Yeah, the MG88, bro.
Oh, the MG88.
And the Shisa decal, and the what's the other Fennec decal? What's it called?
I don't know.
It's the one that Arsenal uses.
Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
It's literally just the Arsenal decal in my mind. Like, I have no idea what it actually is.
As you say, North America, they have some decals.
Yeah, but there's no North America decal. You know how there's like a French Fennec? Like, North America doesn't get a Fennec. There's no NA Fennec. There's,
But there's a front flip Freddy goal. I don't know, man.
Okay. There's the setup for the Brazil. Now Team Pickle gonna be more motivated than ever to find a 7th. It's oddly enough been a bit of a slow game with 3 here. But Team Pickle gonna be really looking to speed up the pace to add a 7th to their name. A minute and a half on the clock is more than enough for them to do so. In fact, just a couple seconds is enough for them to do so at this point as Kaivo sends it to the backboard. Stormzy, a bit clear, and you know Team Zekrom isn't looking for the win anymore. They're just looking to prevent the Brazil to maintain some of that pride. But I don't know, Team Pickle is gonna let them have it.
The Doctor can't spin on Kaibo for at least 10 seconds, and I mean, rightfully so. He's just all over the ball. I think he just wants to kill the time. No more goals being scored, and Team Zekrom looks to be on the same boat. They're just hanging around. You're just playing for the rest of the game. Series is over basically. Just 3-0. Really not much you can do if you're on Team Zekrom. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say, Wasey. I mean, as a fellow caster, you know, I watch the SSA matchups, and they somehow kept it entertaining, and I don't know how. And I'm over here, I suck. Wasey, the void is hitting me.
The Void, not during casting, bro. 30 seconds, the Void can't be hitting anyone harder than Team Zekrom right now. And yeah, with only a couple seconds left, Team Pickle still haven't found this Brazil. In fact, Team Zekrom have managed to officially deny the Brazil. This is a good sign for them. I mean, every goal you can take at this point, they're probably happy just to say that, alright, we didn't get Braziled enough, and that's a win in my book. But I believe after that point, or after this game I should say, if we take a look at the standings, you gotta start wondering whether Team Zekrom is gonna start struggling with that 7 to 10 seed play-ins. Take a look right now and see if that is the case.
Actually don't know where they stand in terms of the standings, wink wink. But if anything, I think that Team Zekrom is going to be one of the teams that are going to be fighting for that last place.
Yeah.
For that play-in spot. And
yeah, take a look right now. Looks like Team Zekrom sitting at 9th seed before this game. They were sitting at a nice and pretty 2-4. That's going to turn into a 2-5 now. But it looks like this team is just donezo, to be honest, as that's going to be another goal as all the players have left. Team Pickle going to find themselves with the win and a more than dominant performance. Let's go have a word with them.
oh, that's all you waste. I'm a staff.
Sure. Yo, what's up? Joining me is Team Pickle, that's Dice, Cameron, and Kaivo. Very dominant performance. Any words before I start hammering you guys with the questions?
SSL turning my ass.
Aww.
We stuck our pickle in that match and we won.
What's that supposed to mean, Cameron? Why don't you go ahead and explain that sentence? Alright, good talk. Team Pickle.
I'm
What
not
would
touching
you-
that one.
What would you say was the real reason for your dominant performance against this particular team? Was there a strategy you guys came into, or did it just happen to work by the book and play itself out?
I think one of the things that got caught out against Hotshot's team was a lot of doubles and triples. So the first couple of games we tried to be a little more disciplined, and it worked out really well for us.
For sure. Yeah, I didn't really notice so many double commits. I especially saw, even though Kaivo was oddly enough not in comms for the first handful of game number 1, you still were putting up some crazy passing plays. Would you say that's the result of some practice and some scrims over the course of the past few weeks, or is it just a happy accident?
Nah, absolutely not. Kai was just goated. He's got the vision of a
It's the
god.
team chemistry.
I agree with
enough.
the team chemistry. I'm not a god. So
Yeah, I mean, the chemistry is definitely there. I love to see the passing plays, as always. The strategy is definitely beginning to form. I love to see the counterattacks from you guys as well. And Cameron, finding yourself in a pretty